Some of us may know him from Choose Life International. Plus, he is also associated with or leading the Shalom Project, which is adopted in our schools as Happiness Club. And you know, after Beryl, Jamaica need a whole heap of happiness. Hi, Dr. Thomas.
Hi.
How are you?
I am good. So great to be with you again.
It's good to see you. I didn't even know that you're on the soil. What Dr. Thomas will be talking to us about is the impact suicide and depression has on business and personal productivity. So we're going to start there right off the bat.
So, depression actually has features such as feeling sad, loss of appetite, loss of energy, fatigue, restlessness, just feeling overwhelmed, not able to sleep properly. And if that happens over 2 weeks, the diagnosis takes place.
Okay.
And that is a very paralyzing state to be in, and it impacts people at all aspects of life, in the family, in the general society, in the workplace, and it actually inhibits productivity. It affects productivity in 2 ways. One, it is a trigger for presenteeism. Presenteeism,
Please
people
expound.
at work but not producing. They are present but not producing and costing the company money, sitting at their desk, looking on the screen, behaving as if all is well, but not producing, not meeting deadlines, not delivering at all. Presenteeism.
So there's a saying that I'm existing but not living. It's kind of like that.
Kind of like that. And that has
Just
such
going
a
through
wider
motions.
expanse to
Okay.
people just going through the motion.
So say that term again.
Presenteeism. Presenteeism
You learn every
in
day.
contrast to absenteeism.
Oh,
So presenteeism, the person is there physically, but not mentally and not in terms of their productive level. And absenteeism now, the person is actually away from work. So
That's
depression.
the second way it affects productivity.
So
Okay.
So depression and suicidal thoughts, and suicide and depression is the factor that drives most people to die by suicide. So all of those things I've talked to you about, what to notice and so forth, those could lead to suicidal thoughts.
Pause right there. Let's go back, and I want you to look into that camera to tell some of the business leaders what are the things that they can look for or the symptoms that they can pick up or behaviors in workers to probably say, that may be something I need to check out.
Yeah, thank you. So, you may notice one of your workers, or some of your workers, have lost the drive to live. They started arriving at work late. They are not delivering at the level that they used to. They are not eating. There may be even deterioration in the way they dress. Their facial features may not be so upbeat as they used to. They are disconnected from other members of staff that they were associated with, and there's a sense of withdrawal. Okay. That is cause for concern. If that happens over a 2-week period, it is time to be able to intervene. And I'd like to say intervene even before 2 weeks. And you can intervene in several ways. Have a conversation that shows that you care, that you have noticed the person having those signs, and that you want to help the person to be able to just navigate what's going on there.
Help.
Genuine help. Look out for the person. We also want to just ensure that in our workplaces there is an openness to providing mental health support. Depression is a mental health condition. We also want to help our employees and our associates to be able to deal with the stigma in a healthy way. Many workplaces from you hear mental illness, oh, they're mad. There are many people who are struggling with mental health issues who are functioning well and being productive. Some of them are on medication, some of them are going through talk therapy, some of them have gotten help in terms of their own, in their social aspect of life, and some of them have gotten help spiritually. And we want you to know that help is available, and we don't want to discriminate against those who may be going through the illness. Mental illness is illness just like another illness, and we want to help people to rise up and manage those situations.
So you just spoke to the leaders, the bosses, the supervisors. I want you to talk to the workers themselves who may be depressed. What should they do?
Well, if you're feeling depressed and feeling sad, feeling loss of energy, talk to somebody. And it is important that the HR departments of the various organizations have a channel that provides support even to mental health. Choose Life International, for instance, offers staff wellness and support program where we are able to be the official counselor for your company. We can assign a counselor that is a liaison with your staff. So many times the employee has the issues, wants to talk, but doesn't want the company people to know their business.
Okay.
So without disclosing the details, you can get the help from outside persons. So ask your employer, is there an agency that supports you if I need to talk through what's going on? So that's one thing. Then you also need to take responsibility for your own life as much as possible. If you notice a decline, you reach out to somebody. The Ministry of Health, for instance, has a 24-hour helpline, 888-639-5433.
Say it again. Look in the
New
camera. Tell them.
Life. 888-639-3444.
We'll double check it. It's New Life.
New Life. 888-639-5433.
Okay.
Yeah, it is New Life. And we want to reach out to those persons and get the help. I want to encourage all of you to be more deliberate about taking care of yourself. Manage the amount of rest you get. Manage what you're dieting. Watch over your health. Watch over the relationships with people. Learn conflict resolution skills. Do not succumb to being people's puppet. Nobody can make you feel that way.
Okay.
Take control of you. Self-care.
Good.
Take the downtime. Go to bed a little earlier instead of being on the telephone call or on social media. Get the rest.
The devices.
And for some of us, we need to be on medication. Take the medication and be able to live healthy lives, healthier lives.
So here you're talking about healthy lives. Just to put a little plug, they could check out New Start. That's one of the things I learned many, many years ago. N for nutrition, E for exercise, W for wellness, going down the line, so they could check that. But before we move on, I remember two things. I remember the lady that was out by Flatbridge, and even though persons saw her there in the vehicle for however long, they just kept on watching her, watching her, watching her. And it was very heart-wrenching when the entire island learned of it, because even the friends came out when the news station interviewed them and said, but she could have come and talked to me. But she didn't. For over, I think, an hour, I don't remember exactly how long, she was there, just in the vehicle, and then eventually she just drove off and she died. I'm thinking of other persons, even in a movie. So that's for the individual, you said, to get help, but also for the managers and the supervisors and the co-workers to look out for the signs. I remember a movie, I think it was Colored Girls or something like that. and one of the friends had a boss, and every minute she was like an assistant, and every minute she's at her, you need to get this done. And one day she didn't turn up, or she came late, and she was very upset. You know, she had to go home, and what she saw was the husband upstairs dangling the 2 children, and he just dropped them. Heights, whole heap of floors from the ground, and he just dropped them. And when the manager saw that, she could not believe. So for managers and co-workers to look out for the staff.
Look out for the staff. And you know, sometimes managers forget the value of complimenting and affirming and saying thank you. Yes, you're employed to do a job, get it done. But a little verbal affirmation helps.
Every now and again.
And to be able to say thank you for serving. And also, managers have got to take care of their own mental health, because managers, the higher you get into an organization, the more lonely it is and the more stressful it can become. So we have to manage our own mental health to ensure that we are able to be supportive to those that we supervise and that we are sensitive to their own needs. So again, let's not be so stretched that we are not able to relax. Take some time and breathe. Do some deep breathing. Participate in something fun. It doesn't have to be work all the time.
True.
And spend time with friends and family. And to our managers, don't be a successful failure. Don't allow the children to just grow up without your being in their lives. And to the employees, the same thing. Spend time with family. The happiest people spend time with family. They take time to relax. They have spiritual connection. There are people who show gratitude. There are people who are kind to others. So use some kind words to each other. Manager, co-worker, peers, wherever you are. Let's just be very positive about looking for the opportunities to speak words of kindness to each other. Thank you for having me today.
No, you were not finished, so...
I'm telling you thanks for having me.
Oh, you are welcome. The kind words, I just got it. So you just heard from Dr. Donovan Thomas of Choose Life International and the Happiness Clubs in School through the Shalom Project, which is one of the projects under the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange, JSSE, and we want you to visit our website to find out much more about Choose Life International and the Happiness in Schools projects and the other projects that come under the social aspect of the Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Let me not do that big blunder without saying thanks to Jamaica Stock Exchange. Thanks to the Jamaica Stock Exchange for your continued support, not just for this, but for so many other things that we are involved in. Thanks for being a sponsor with us this year too.
And I need you to quickly ask them to donate. Go right ahead, 30 seconds.
Choose Life International exists to help people live. And we want to ask you to go to our website, make your contribution to help somebody else live. This is also fundraising for Choose Life International, but we are helping people all year round, and help us to help somebody to choose life. If you want to be specific about the Happiness Club, this is the time to go to the Jamaica Stock Exchange
JSSEJA.com
and make your contribution there. The information will be on the screen. Make your contribution to the Happiness Club through Jamaica Stock Exchange.
Thank you,
Shalom.
Dr. Thomas. I'm Neil Wood. Continue watching and stay blessed.